Hi everyone, I'm Raquel Stara-Kiviata, the director of the Energy of Breath School. Today I'm going to guide us through a powerful gamma breathing integration session for Bufo ceremonies. So if you've experienced this medicine and you would like to amplify your recognition of everything that's occurred and integrate it very powerfully into your consciousness and your body, this is a very nice practice to do. So, I've had the blessing of experiencing 4 Bufo ceremonies so far, so I'm by no means an expert, but I have found that the gamma is a very beautiful way to activate and enliven and bring to presence everything that's happened in the journey. And everybody's journeys are different. The medicine worked with each of us the way it needs to. Nevertheless, this practice will work for everyone. It'll potentiate the energy of the ceremony, and it'll give you access to more remembrance of the downloads and experiences that happened during the ceremony. So we're going to start with just a short grounding meditation, and then we're going to go into different gamma breath sequences designed to support the amplification of the journey. All right, so you can close your eyes and just taking a few moments to get centered, sitting or laying down comfortably, just getting more still, keeping your eyes closed, getting really present in your physical body. Now for a few moments, tune into your sense of hearing, noticing all the sounds in your environment near and far. Next, tune into your sense of smell, noticing the temperature, quality, and smells in the air as you breathe through your nose. Now notice your sense of taste, sensing your taste buds, tasting your mouth. And now tuning into your sense of touch, so you could touch on your body or area around you, and also know that all your skin is feeling touch, your clothing, the air on your skin, feel it all. Now, with your eyes still closed, feel into your sense of sight. Just see beneath your eyelids, feel your eyes, relaxing your eyes. And lastly, take about a minute to scan your whole body. So starting from the top of your head, inch by inch, feel the external and internal physicality, noticing sensations as you scan, relaxing each area till you get all the way to the bottom of your feet. Notice your breathing, how it's happened naturally, and bring a little more space into your breath. Good. Now we're going to do our first gamma breath to all enter the gamma brain state together. I'll tell you more about that in a moment. But let's breathe. We'll place our palms in the prayer mudra. And each of these breaths is 3 seconds to inhale, 3 to exhale. Very big and spacious. So here we go. In mouth, out mouth. In mouth, out nose. In nose, out nose. In nose, out mouth. In mouth, out mouth. In mouth, out nose. In nose, out nose. In nose, out mouth. In mouth, out mouth. In mouth, out nose. In nose, out nose. In nose, out mouth. And in mouth, out mouth. Good. Now just close your eyes, relax your hands, immerse into sensations present as you breathe easy. Good. And when you're ready, taking your time, you can gently open your eyes, just feeling present within, but taking in your surroundings gently, perceiving, relaxing. So the gamma brain state is a high frequency brain state that we can get into in several ways, but the most effective and efficient is with the gamma breath. The gamma breath was created by Core Love. There's many different sequences of mouth and nose breaths that take us through different neural pathways to boost our gamma quotient in our brain. And what happens is that our pineal gland is becoming activated, and so is a micro release of dimethyltryptamine, or DMT, in the brain, also known as the spirit molecule. We actually created ourselves, and yet some people seek out shamanic journeying with different medicines to experience a stronger blast of DMT to create a connection to source, to create a connection to higher self, and to download more illuminated information so we can awaken, basically. So the gamma breath is a way to do this on our own, with our own breath. It's our own key to our own portal. As is inside is outside. Let's say it's all one. And as we breathe more and more into gamma with these breath sequences, we really start to activate and actualize our reality, getting really aligned with who we really are, becoming more purposeful and passionate, and being able to weed out the static and the patterning and conditioning or societal programming that doesn't make sense to us. If we've been trying to fit into a box and we didn't even know why, getting into gamma will give us consciousness upgrades, and then all of a sudden we have synergistic new action steps that become available, new solutions, a lot more energy with which to take new action, and more. So what's beautiful about using a gamma integration for Bufo is that you could consider that Bufo would be like a 1,000,000-time blast of doing millions of gamma breaths to get there, but that then with each gamma breath we can potentiate and expand on what we experienced and really, really integrate it on a physical level. So that's what we're gonna do. So let's all close our eyes and tune into the Bufo ceremonies that we've each participated in. So if there's been several, just tap into whatever essence is coming up from all of them, or maybe a highlight of one of them. And if it's one, do that for the one. Just tapping in right now to that vastness, to that massive, massive amount of energy and light, and then to what specifically was coming up for you. Just feel into it as best as you can. As you're doing this, just breathe gently through your mouth or nose, staying present in your body. as you're tuning into the experience, tap into physical sensations you can remember, what it was like. For some, it's a complete dissolving of ego and body, like a massive expansion in all directions. For others, you might feel embodied, like you're journeying and seeing things. For others, it might have been, a lot of dark, challenging clearings. For all, it is a massive clearing. For others, it might have been the most divine experience in every moment. Either way, as each person does this activation, we're tapping into a quantum Bufo gamma field together. Whoever does the activation first, if someone finds it, months later, we all still inside of a different sensation than time and space are going to boost exponentially from the collective awakening experience. So with whatever you've gathered so far, we're going to do another gamma type of breath called the activating breath. And what we're doing with this one is activating, opening up more perception from what you're already cluing into right now. So we place our hands in the diamond mudra, and then for this one, when I say medium, that means 3 seconds to inhale or exhale. Slow will be 5 seconds in, 5 seconds out, and fast is 1 second in, 1 second out. Very spacious breaths. Feel like you're breathing into the journey itself. So here we go. In mouth, medium. In more. Even more. Out mouth, in mouth, medium. Out mouth, in nose, slow. Out nose, in nose, medium. Out nose, in mouth, fast. Out mouth, in mouth, medium. In more and more. Out nose and mouth, slow. Out nose and nose, medium. Out mouth, in nose, fast. Out mouth, in mouth, medium. In more. Even more. And even more. And hold as long as you can, expanding. And out mouth. Now, you probably already start to feel some tingling in your hands. Bring this cup of gamma energy to drink with an inhale. And exhale. Relaxing your hands, just dropping back in, eyes closed. Feeling the activation of that Bufo essence traveling all over and through you. Good. As you're tuning into these sensations, just know that gamma is like a subtle similarity to the experience of Bufo. A lot of expansion, a lot of energy flow, a lot of movement. And with it, mega upgrades. So now, if you have opened your eyes, close them again, and tap into some aspects of the journey that you felt were intense. Maybe the whole thing. But for some, it might have been challenging aspects like mega karmic clearings, soul scrubbing per se, intense emotions and patterns being released as we start to come back into more, let's say, coherence or sobriety. It's easy to recognize and see some of the images and feel some of the patterns leaving or some of the emotional expression. And for the most part, during the journey, a lot of it is not conscious. It's happening anyway. As the soul is out traversing multiple universes, let's say, the body is also clearing and detoxing in order to be at a higher vibrational container for soul to reintegrate. So all that said, just tune into what's coming for you based on intents and just feel into it as best as you can. Highlight into the most intense moments, feeling the vibration of it and what you could perceive. And now we're going to do a breath called the process breath. For this one, it's the heart mudra, so heart shape. Now we cross the fingertips so that you could touch the pads of each. Good. Thumbs stay down. And this one's for, let's say, reorganizing and upgrading the understanding of information. So here we go. In mouth, out mouth, medium. In mouth, out nose, slow. In nose, out nose, medium. In nose, out mouth, fast. In mouth, out mouth, medium. And in mouth, medium. Now, out nose and mouth, slow. Out nose and nose, medium. Out mouth and nose, fast. Out mouth, in mouth, medium. And out mouth, medium. Good. This one, bring your thumbs to drink, pouring gamma in with an inhale. And exhale. Just immerse, surrender, perceive, and feel. As you're integrating this breath, we're also going to add a boosting technique called the blink. So let's squeeze our eyelids shut for like 2 seconds. Squeeze and release them. Eyes stay closed. Notice that mega surge of gamma and DMT that happens. As you're feeling this, tap into any messages the Bufo medicine is telling you right now. Just trust what's coming to you. Good. Now we're going to do something called an orb. So you can open your eyes when you're ready and feel the tingling in your fingertips, which is gamma energy. Feel this field of energy that you're tapping into. It's all around you, but see if you can bring some into your hands, an orb of it, capturing the vastness of Bufo. Connecting in your physical body to integrate all dimensions and beyond. Now feel like you can pump the energy a little bit more, like you're feeling a sphere or orb. And all we're doing here is activating more and more perceptions. So as we charge this ball of energy, we're going to fold in our fingertips from pinky to thumb. And we have gentle fists. We pump them 4 times. This is another gamma boost. Now we flick them out from the index to the pinky and then thumbs. Inhale. On the exhale, feel like you're sending this out into quantum void, everything field. Just feel how you sent that energy out and how you're now immersing in the wave of it. You can close your eyes and immerse. Find yourself standing inside of the portal of the Bufo medicine wisdom. Now we're going to do an amplification breath for any messages or downloads that are coming to you. So tuning back in to that. Anything that's coming to you now from your journey that you're just remembering or is new, or another message or the same message from before. Beautiful. And now bringing to your awareness a major highlight of the Bufo ceremony itself, like the most positive, amazing aspect of it that's coming to you right now. I get there could be many, very full spectrum, but feel into what's most prevalent right now. Could be one moment or many. And even though it's to the camera, or you know how you're viewing this, just feel like you're just psychically sharing into our collective field that highlight so we can all tap into it. So let's all do that now. Beautiful. Now we're going to amplify. So diamond mudra. In mouth medium. In more. Even more. Out mouth, in mouth medium. Out mouth, in nose slow. Out nose, in nose medium. Out nose, in mouth fast. Out mouth, in mouth medium. In more. Even more. And more. Out nose, in mouth slow. Out nose, in nose medium. Out mouth, in nose fast. Out mouth, in mouth medium. In more. And more. Even more. And hold. You could close your eyes and just feel all that light, all that energy. All encompassing. And out mouth. Now, bringing this cup of beautiful gamma medicine with Bufo vibration to it to drink with an inhale. And exhale. Immerse. Surrender. Breathing easy. With each breath, you feel more expansion. Adding a squeeze blink for more of a pineal and DMT boost. So we squeeze our eyelids and release. And feel into that. Beautiful. So what I'd like you to do now is you can briefly open your eyes if you'd like, just to feel into the richness of the environment and feeling present in your body. And now you could close your eyes again. And tap into all the upgrades and benefits that have been happening for you since your ceremonies. Some you might just even notice now that you hadn't been paying attention to, or some you just know they're just like massively different. It's like a whole paradigm shift. It's a new language. It's a new reality. It certainly is for everyone in different ways. It's a very powerful medicine. So just tap in, scanning and recognizing all the benefits that have been taking place since. And that can also include some emotional clearing, purging, mourning of things that are leaving. Because as the upgrades have happened, our cellular memory, our physical body is adjusting and releasing, and vibration is raising to match. So that could be part of it as well. Or you've noticed complete changes, relationships, money, health, just complete reality changes. Just see what it is. Just feel into all of them for a little bit. I'll add a couple of examples personally, though I don't want to add too much because everybody's will be different. But with Bufo, for me, has been just the most immense state of surrender. I couldn't imagine anything else. So learning to be that in life, for me, is equal to full receiving, full love receiving, full surrender, full receiving, and also the eternal just now, complete now, everything being now. And that things that are manifesting and coming in, I feel them in the now. Just can sense them, and they're coming from a place of light and love. It's a way of, let's say, manifesting, and very abundantly in a good way. So just see. All right. Now we're going to amplify with a breath. So Diamond Mudra. In mouth medium. In more. Even more. Out mouth, in mouth medium. Out mouth, in nose slow. Out nose, in nose medium. Out nose, in mouth fast. Out mouth, in mouth medium. In more. And even more. Out nose, in mouth slow. Out nose, in nose medium. Out mouth, in nose fast. Out mouth, in mouth medium. In more. Even more. And more. Hold. Expand. into light, high vibration, and conscious awakening. And out mouth. Good. Bringing gamma to drink with an inhale. Exhale. Totally let go. Potentiating the Bufo medicine. So as you're in this state, we're going to add one more breath before a closing breath. Here, tapped into the Bufo wisdom and your own gamma pineal consciousness, your own keys for awakening. Put forth what you really want to create. What would you really like to create? Just feel into that. So in your life and for others. Putting it forth into our quantum gamma Bufo field so we can all exponentially boost with each other. We're going to add a squeeze blink to potentiate it. So squeeze, release. Good. And an amplifying breath. Diamond mudra. In mouth medium. In more. And more. Out mouth, in mouth medium. Out mouth and nose slow. Out nose, in nose medium. Out nose and mouth slow. Out mouth and mouth medium. In more, and even more, bit more. Out nose and mouth slow. Out nose and nose medium. Out mouth and nose fast. Out mouth and mouth medium. In more, more, and even more. And hold, fully merging with all that is. And so it is. Out mouth. Good. Now we have this all encapsulated in this amazing gamma elixir of energy in our hands. So let's drink it with an inhale. Exhale. Feel all this light flowing through us together, immersing. feeling and receiving the blessing of the experiences that we've had and the mega growth that it's brought, and how blessed we are right now to be doing this, to be alive, to be full-on creators with consciousness for a new realm on the planet. All our entheogenic medicines are connecting with us to support us at this time, to tap into our higher sensory abilities, skills, and gifts. And our breath. Our breath is such a key. And being in these amazing bodies as a way to navigate is epic. So we're going to do a closing breath. With that, we want to ask also to be able to keep reconnecting and tapping in and staying tapped in to the portal of the medicine, so we can embody it, so we can materialize with consciousness and divine action, so we can bring into our life the fruits of the work we've done, and for others, for all the ones that we love, in amazing, creative new ways. And how courageous we've been to participate in such medicine, right? And maybe even to continue in our dream state, to continue to just connect to source in our dream state and awake. So let's do an integrating breath, or palms together. This one's all medium. In mouth, out mouth. In nose, out mouth. In nose, out nose. In mouth, out nose. In mouth, out mouth. In nose, out mouth. In nose, out nose. In mouth, out nose. In mouth, out mouth. In nose, out mouth. In nose, out nose. In mouth, out nose. And in mouth, out mouth. Awesome. Just immerse for a little bit. When you're ready, you can gently open your eyes. Thank you so much for the opportunity to share this kind of integration space, and how divinely blessed we are. Let's just keep remembering that light. And so a big part of what I do is Gamma Activate globally. I participate with different medicine people at sacred sites worldwide with Gamma activation and integration, and conscious integrating shamanic dance journeys, also with medicine. If you'd like to know more, you can go to my website. It's energyofbreathschool.com. Also, Instagram, Energy of Breath School. And if you'd like to experience individual sessions to support in any aspect of your life, we can do those long distance by video or phone conference as well. I also give trainings in Gamma, and I'm here to support and be of service and to share love. Thank you again, and namaste.